Once again, Donald Trump does it again. You gotta watch this because I'm going to give you a little history lesson, folks, right after Donald Trump speaks about how he knows exactly who's behind him at a rally. Well, look, you've got to listen to this for yourself because I can't show you what I'm about to show you unless you hear this first.
You think you have the best location, right? And you do in one way. But the people behind me, they're all on television. They're going to be famous. They're going to be famous. They're going to be famous. And by the way, speaking of that, wasn't it terrible when the father of the animal that killed the wonderful people in Orlando was sitting with a big smile on his face right behind Hillary Clinton? And by the way, including a lot of the people here, how many of you people know me? A lot of you people know me, right? When you get those seats, you sort of know the campaign. So when she said, well, we didn't know, he knew, they knew.
Okay, but Mr. Trump, did you happen to know this guy sitting right behind you? Let's go back here, okay? Listen to this.
When she said, well, we didn't know, he knew, they knew.
What do you... Wait, okay, hold on a second. Let me go back further here. Okay, right. Now, let me go back a little bit more.
No,
right there. Okay.
Right. But the people behind me, they're all on television. They're going to be famous. They're going to be famous. They're going to be famous. And by the way, speaking of that, wasn't it terrible when the father of the animal that killed the wonderful people in Orlando was sitting with a big smile on his face right behind Hillary Clinton? And by the way, including a lot of the people here, how many of you people know me? A lot of you people know me, right?
Like the guy in the red t-shirt and blazer that is to Donald Trump's immediate right. In other words, this guy right here, yeah, we know who he is. This guy is none other than the famous, drumroll please, that's right, Mark Foley. Yes, Mark Foley. Would you like for me to read the account of what Mark Foley is most famous for have done, or most famous for? Listen up, folks. I want you, one moment please. I want you to listen real good, okay? Okay. Remember, this is the guy that Donald Trump is waving to on the screen over there, right? Mark Foley. Resignation from the United States Congress. I'm gonna read this to you nice and slow. Okay, here we go, folks. On September 28th, 2006, ABC News chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross reported that in 2005, Mark Foley, had sent email messages from his personal AOL account to a former congressional page, asking the page to send a photo of himself to Foley, among other things. Foley's office confirmed that Foley had sent the messages, but said it had a practice of asking for photos of individuals who may ask for recommendations, and that the page had requested a recommendation. The original news report prompted another page to come forward, and on September 29th of 2006, ABC News reported that it had excerpts of sexually explicit instant messages sent by Foley. The instant messages made repeated references to sexual organs and acts. Kirk Fordham, Chief of Staff to Tom Reynolds and former Chief of Staff to Mark Foley, said that he was with Foley on September 29th of 2006 when ABC confronted him with the explicit messages before they were published. Fordham then visited GOP headquarters to inform Reynolds and Speaker of the House Dennis Hastert, another famous fellow. He returned with a one-sentence resignation later that Foley signed. Hastert and Reynolds let it be known that if Foley didn't resign, he would be expelled from the House. That same day, Foley tendered his resignation to Hastert, as well as Florida Governor Jeb Bush. Foley said in a statement, "I am deeply sorry, and I apologize for letting down my family and the people of Florida I have had the privilege to represent." Once the news report became more widely known, Foley's chances of retaining his seat in Congress were limited. Hastert said in an October 2nd press conference that he would have demanded Foley's expulsion, from the House had he tried to stay in office. Even if he tried to get his seat back, polls showed him losing badly to his Democratic opponent, Tim Mahoney. Not done here. More pages came forward alleging a history of inappropriate conduct by Foley dating back at least 10 years. Foley had been warned about the matter in 2005 by another House Republican and the House clerk. Through his lawyer, Foley insisted he was not a pedophile and asserted that he had not had contact with a minor. This implied, though, that though he had not sexually assaulted any male interns, he did not explicitly deny sending them solicitous and sexually overt text messages, thus sidestepping the question of whether he should have apologized in public or private to the interns who had complained about him. Okay. I think right there you get the idea. This is the man that was sitting behind Donald Trump when he was talking about who sat behind Hillary Clinton. That is Mark Foley, right there. Wave hello, Mr. Foley. Wave hello.